Hello, good morning. Right, today is about going to the sand dunes, to the desert, where we're going to shoot something that I've always wanted to do. It's on my bucket list. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to document the process of what I'll be doing. For now, I'm just going to show you what I have in my bag. So number one, I've got the camera. I'm a Nikon shooter, for those who know. When I do videos, I like Blackmagic, but Nikon is my go-to camera. For lenses, we've got the 70-200, which I'm gonna try and use for capturing the dunes, just because of the compression. I'll explain later. For some wide shots, I'll be using the Sigma Art 35 and Sigma Art 50, and I also have some masks, some sanitizer, just the basics that we need in this time of the year. So keep it locked right here. Gonna take you through what I'll be doing and showing you how we're doing it. Oh, and for the lighting, we have the Interfit S1. That's a 500 watt battery powered high-speed sync flash. So I'll also be showing you how we use it to kind of dim down the direct sunlight of the desert. I'm surely hoping that it's enough for what I need to do so that I can shoot wide open at 1.4. So yeah, so let's go. I'm here with Taffy. Hi Taffy.
Hey.
Yes.
I'm all dressed up ready.
She's all dressed up. It's her birthday in the next few days, so we thought we'll take this time in Dubai to do a bit of shoot so we can release the pictures then. So she's already dressed up in her desert, in her birthday outfit, and then later on we'll start to change and experiment more with what's happening. One thing I can tell you is Dubai is very beautiful. That is the place that we've been staying for the past few days and for the next few days. Right, so we've been driving for like 20 minutes now. We're coming out of town. We've come out of the town area. There's a lot of buildings coming up, a lot of empty spaces here, suggestive that there might be a lot of opportunities for those who want to come and do business here and stay. It's really amazing. One thing I can tell you, it's really beautiful, and I'm loving this place. We're getting to a place where you can see a little bit more sand and all that, but they're building over it. And it's really amazing. So yeah, keep it here. So before we got to the desert, we had a stopover where we picked up a few supplies, some water, some ice cream. We picked up the Arabic scarves, the shemag, and we enjoyed watching people ride on their quad bikes. We didn't quite have the time, and we were quite dressed for the shoot, so we couldn't do that, but next time. Why do you deflate the tire? So just before we got into the sand, that's our driver there from Emirates Adventures, deflating the tire so we could drive in the sand. Ahead of us was sand bashing. So we had a quick recess where we just picked up a few things, mainly for the shoot, including this headband that I'm wearing, and we've got some vases as well to help with the shoot and stuff. So now we're on our way. A few things that I've learned here is there is a lot of people who would want to swindle you some money.
Best is to go into town, buy one, or get your driver to buy you one when he gets here.
I would just think it's something that will always remind me of the trip when I go and hang it in the house somewhere. So yes, we continue with the journey. Thank you so much for sticking with us so far. So if you guys ever make it to Dubai, make sure you hire yourself an experienced chauffeur for this kind of thing. It's called sand bashing. Some of these dunes you see here are as high as houses, and the car will have to skid down and ramp up, and it's just really amazing. How we didn't tip over, I don't know. We were screaming our heads off. We had absolute good time for what we were about to do. So we got to our first location. It's somewhere where it's a little bit private. What I'm looking for here is really shooting against the sun, because we've got this light that we have. We want to see how much we can push that and how much we can get out of it. So we're looking for somewhere where it's a bit higher, and at the same time we can see a little more of the background there. So these dunes, the way they come up, and the sun, the angle as well, I can see some shadows. So that will be really, really nice. I think we would come and stand right here. So the first thing that I did was to position my model where I wanted her. I was looking for the place with most interesting backgrounds of the dunes in the back, and at the same time I was going to be shooting against the sun. So the general rule for this shoot was I was going to shoot the whole thing at f1.4 wide open. So because of that, I had to bump up my shutter speed all the way to 1/8,000th of a second, and I lowered my ISO to about 50. So I made sure that the sky was well lit and there was enough color in there before I moved on to the subject itself. So once the sky and the environment was lit properly in the camera, I noticed that because of the sun and the color of the sand, there was a lot of reflection of the color of the sand, which gave the model a little bit of bronzy, goldy type of look, which was really amazing, and I thought that was nice. So then moving on, I put the light to my left, just above to the side where the sun was. That way it would look like the sun was wrapping around her. So for the modifiers, I only used a cone. I did not put anything in front of the light. I did not want the light to be soft. I wanted it to be harsh, because everything was so contrasty, including the dunes, as you can see on the shadows there. So I wanted a harsh light on the subject. As you can see, those pictures came out really nice. The complexion and the color texture of the skin itself is absolutely amazing. It's coming from the reflection of the sun on that on the sand, and it's just making it look nice and bronzy with the black skin. Absolutely beautiful. And now for the second set, we wanted to play with sand, so we used the vase that we had picked up earlier at the market. So the pictures came out really nice, but one thing I learned is that sand gets everywhere. I was changing the camera lens. I was doing it in the car, but next time, definitely when you go out shooting in the desert, it's worth having two bodies with two different lenses. That way you don't get to change the lenses on site. Luckily my camera was not affected at all, and it's something that we really had so much fun putting together. The last shoot right there is the proper sunset one. This shoot was the one that we were waiting for throughout. So she's wearing nice and flowy dress, and the idea was to shoot against the golden hour. And as you know, the golden hour is that period of time. It's not an hour, it's that period of time where the sun turns golden as it sets, and we only had 3.5 minutes to shoot because it will be moving very fast. So for all the poses that we needed, for everything that we needed to do, we only had 3 minutes. So we made sure that we scouted for the appropriate location, and then just make sure that the lights are all set. So now here is the thing about the golden hour. Because the sun is moving that fast, the conditions will be changing fast as well. So I had to be fast on the finger, changing the settings on the camera to match whatever was happening. The pictures that came out are absolutely beautiful, and I hope you like them too. So let me know in the comment section below which ones are your favorite pictures, and if you are thinking of going and shooting in the desert, and if you have, write me something and perhaps I could give you a little bit more insight. My name is Cosmas. I am from Zim Inspired, a company based in the UK that deals primarily with events. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.